Hello, my friends. How are you? Hiker Dave here. I have to show you guys this. I know I showed it in a video yesterday, but I was doing a different type of video. I didn't realize I was going to run into this, and I really want to focus on this in this video. So, in the past 2 weeks, there have been major changes in my research area. And the first one is obvious, and I noticed it. It was here a couple of weeks ago. I came out here, and this is sitting in the middle of the trail, which that's nothing, right? Whatever. But nonetheless, I found it strange. Just kind of the way it's set up. You can tell it seems to me that this was placed here, and then this was placed here, and just kind of balancing on here. Now, I didn't realize I was out here making content just to talk with you guys and discuss different things. And as I was doing that, I wasn't paying much attention to some of the changes until yesterday. I came out here, and now this is not a normal route for me. Ordinarily, I will go down this way. Oh, the camera work is really bad. I will head down this trail. That's kind of like a normal route for me. And then this way here, where it almost seems like the trail is kind of being blocked. Sorry about the camera. I'm still learning the gimbal. This is the ridge. And off that way, I don't know how far away it is, but off that way is the gifting boulder, my marble boulder. So, okay, this is kind of blocking the trail. Strange. This, by the way, too, I can tell by looking at where it was broken from. It's fairly fresh, so it's not all browned up. So it looks kind of fresh to me. So I was walking out here talking to you guys, and I'm like trying not to get really excited about it when I saw it. But I couldn't help myself. Now, I'm seeing different things around me here and there that were kind of surprising me. I'm like, it didn't look like this a couple of weeks ago. Now, the thing is, I let my channel kind of lie dormant for over a year. And I wasn't hiking for over a year in this part of the woods, and hiking at all, really. I had an injury. So I hadn't been out here, and I didn't know, what to expect when I came back. In my opinion, this forested area that I frequent in the past has had Sasquatch sign. There were different teepee structures and such like that out here. And when I came out here a few weeks ago, let's say 3 weeks ago, I didn't notice a few things that I'm noticing now. That could have been my fault. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But I need somebody to explain this to me. I challenge anybody out there to explain how a 40-foot tree ends up leaning. I don't know that it's 40 feet. I'm just saying I'll give it 40 feet. I'm going to say it's about 40. See, and yesterday I was out here. I kept hearing more stuff, you guys, than average. As soon as I got out of my car to come over here to show this, I heard a loud tree snap or a limb snap. And I'm like, oh, here we go. So I'm focusing on this today. In case nobody had seen it, I want to explain this from the beginning. This is the top of the tree. That is about 2.5, 3 inches wide. Now, if you follow this up, right, that leans up against another pine tree. And if you look at the width of that tree, I'm guessing that's the tree trunk. It's about 7 or 8 inches wide. It could be a little more, it could be a little less. If somebody could explain to me how nature could do something like this, I really want to hear it. I want to hear it. Please put it in the comments and just say, hey, Dave, here's a way. I'm going to tell you we've had no storms. We've had no snowstorms. We have had no severe weather in my area in, I don't know, a month, maybe 2 months, maybe longer. I mean, definitely no snow. That's out of the question. We haven't had any major wind ripping through the area. I just, I'm really stumped, no pun intended, to understand how that happens. Let me back up some here, guys, so you get a kind of a better look at that. Look at that. How? And I very rarely, especially you guys that know me really well on my channel, I never speak in absolutes. I always say, it could be this, it could be that. So I'm going to go around to the other side and get a different view. I'm going to say, right now, let's just do this. We'll do a little game of elimination here. It wasn't snow. For obvious reasons, I can come to that conclusion. It was not snow. It was not wind. We haven't had any weather like that in quite a while. This almost looks like a teepee structure from this angle, but I want to go around the other side. It wasn't wind. It wasn't snow. It wasn't a bear, because I know that a bear, I've seen video of a bear climbing a small sapling and snapping it, trying to get to like the pine cones or on top of a pine tree. But it wasn't that. I'm going to come around from a totally different spot. So please leave your comments. I'm not done. I'm going to go around to the other side. Other than what I'm hinting at, which is that a Sasquatch has been in this area and has manipulated that pine tree, somehow lifted it, avoiding branches. I mean, you can see the branches. Holy spiderweb. I'm doing it for you guys. Hey, bear. Oh, that was a good one. I'm trying to legitimately think, you guys, and I'm going to get comments that, Dave, you're crazy. I know people might click off this video right away. Say, yeah, you're a lunatic. Sasquatch / Bigfoot is not real. Well, I disagree with you vehemently. That's right, I said vehemently. Look at this little break just nearby. This little guy here. Hey, bear. I got spiders crawling on me. So here's just from a different angle here. Oh yeah, I got all kinds of stuff hanging. So there it is from a different angle. Look at that bad Larry. I am willing, absolutely willing to say that was not done by human hands. So the other alternative, I guess it could be machinery. I highly doubt that someone dragged a large machine out here and took that tree, flipped it upside down, and placed it up against that other tree. So, so that's out of the question for me. It is not machinery. All right, so let's say a group of hikers came out here and found a tree, found a pine tree, and decided to play a joke on Hiker Dave and take that pine tree and somehow point. Oh, I hear that tree break. Hey, bear. That was loud. I hope that came out on audio. Took this tree and planted that and stuck that and took it and walked it up and pushed it so it would lean against that other tree. Whoa, what was that? Hey now. Wow, I wonder if that came out. That was heavy, whatever that was. That was heavy. That was right behind me. Hey, bear. Jeez, I want to go further and show you a couple more things. Now I'm not so sure. Yeah, guys, this for me is slightly monumental. What is going on? This is a huge find, in my opinion. I don't know if you can hear the excitement in my voice because this is not your random. This is not a random something that you can look at and explain away. I have more stuff falling around me. It's got to be acorns and such. This is not something you can explain away. It isn't. Now, I was looking for a possible stump where this pine tree could have come from. And in the immediate area, I don't see anything like that. I don't see a stump like I would think if it was a natural type occurrence. There would be a stump fairly close by that I could point to. And I could kind of say, oh, look, it came from here. I mean, at least I could say, oh, it came from here, but was carried to this position. But there's nothing like that that I see here. And then I'm looking at the tree that it's leaning against. I'm like, okay, is this the top of it? Did it break? No, because if you see the very top where where this is leaning right here, that's the top of the other tree, and it's only a couple inches wide. So there is not a chance. It's just not happening. I really want to make sense. I really do. It's important to me to, I feel like I'm putting myself out there legitimate right now and claiming something. And please, if I'm wrong and there's an easy explanation, I want to know and I will tell you guys. I have no problem with being wrong. I'm really good at it. I don't mind. It's just this really makes me wonder, what is the possibility of that? I don't know. And I want to show you guys a couple more things that I've noticed on this same trail. Now I'm a little bit on, I'm slightly on edge here just because of the things that are falling around me. That was heavy, whatever that was a couple minutes ago, but I really wish I had some backup right now. But so as I come down this trail a little further, there's a couple other things that stuck out to me, other than walking directly into a spider web. I am a little bit shaken at the moment, but that's me. I do not feel alone. Hey, Bear. Okay, I'm going to probably cut this video short. I really wanted to do a deeper dive on this trail. All right, so I need to compose myself a little here. Here was another example of something that caught my eye. Was just this very simple leaner, and then it again caught my eye. But now I'm looking at the color. You can see that it's been quite weathered, so it's been out here for a while. But that does not mean that this wasn't leaned recently. It could have just been sitting on the forest floor. Now here was something else that kind of caught my eye that I just can't remember seeing these things. We've got another little suspect leaner there, which doesn't intrigue me as much as that other 40-foot tall pine tree. Here's another just example of very odd. It looks to me like this branch laying here in front of me possibly is that's the home, possibly. I can't really see what I'm looking at in the camera, my phone, because of the sun, but I think that probably lived there. Yep, something's walking. Hello? Hey, Bear. I hear something walking. All right. Yep, I'm good for now. I'm good for now. I was going to go down that way, but right now, apparently, I have company, so yep. I will revisit here. Perhaps I'm going to go home and compose myself a little bit, and maybe I'll come back in a little bit. Please explain this to me, viewers, anybody who sees this video. Oh, that was obviously walking. I'm not even facing the camera that way. It was over there. I obviously just heard walking. So please, if someone could, maybe a forest worker can say, hey, you know, I've seen that, and this is how that happens, or something like that. That's crazy. And this is, I can, for my own my own self, I'm saying to myself, they're back. They're back in this area. I don't know if they ever left, but I know that I did. I took some time off and I didn't come out here. But please, guys, if you can explain how a tree like that, you can't say snow load, you can't say wind. Machinery, highly, highly doubted. There's no way that a machine got out here. I would see it. I would see evidence of it. That only leaves maybe a group of men came out here and leaned that tree. Thank you guys so much for clicking. And I'll definitely see you on the next one.